West Asia is standing at the same and dangerous crossroads once again, with hours to go before U.S. President Donald Trump's latest deadline to Iran. It is set to expire. The region is holding its breath. Will this be the moment of diplomacy or the beginning of a far more devastating phase of war? In his recent Truth Social post, Donald Trump has warned Iran to wipe out their whole civilization and push them to a point of no return. He's vowed to end the 47 years of corruption, extortion, and death under the Ayatollah regime. But is Donald Trump's road to peace flowing through devastation? With Hormuz remaining as the main flashpoint in this war, American strikes are now continuing in full force, blurring all red lines. Trump's message to comply or face devastation. It puts the focus on the shifting deadlines for Iran. Sample this. 22nd of March, he says, open Hormuz in 48 hours. On 26th of March, he says, open Hormuz in the next 5 days. Then the next day, on the 27th, he says, open Hormuz in 10 days. Then on the 4th of April, Donald Trump says, open Hormuz in 48 hours. On the 5th of April, he says, open the Strait of Hormuz by Tuesday. And on the 7th of April, that's today, he says, open Hormuz by Wednesday. Donald Trump's extension has been a pattern of further escalation, at least so far. Trump has threatened to blow up every bridge and every power plant in Iran if Tehran fails to agree to his demands. He's also vowed to send Iran back to the Stone Age. In fact, the situation on the ground is volatile at the moment, even as Washington talks about a temporary ceasefire. Remember, Tehran is calling it a trap, a chance for the United States and Israel to regroup and strike Iran once again. Iran, on its part, has been demanding a permanent end to this war. They have publicly rejected the proposal shared through their intermediaries. Tehran instead has sent a 10-point proposal to Washington through Islamabad. While diplomacy continues to remain stalled, the battlefield is now heating up, and Tehran's firepower cannot be underestimated. The downing of the U.S. F-15E fighter jet is a major example of this military prowess that Iran has. Last week, they released a list of 8 major bridges in West Asia which could be targeted by the IRGC. The downing of the F-15E Strike Eagle, remember, reportedly marked the first such incident of a U.S. fighter jet being shot down by enemy fire in the last over 20 years. On the very same day, Iran also claimed to have destroyed one A-10 Warthog fighter aircraft that fell in Kuwait. And that is not all. In the process of rescuing the officer stranded in Iran, U.S. ended up losing multiple aircraft. According to Iranian military, 2 Black Hawk helicopters and 2 C-130 aircraft were blown to pieces. It also said that an MQ-9 Reaper and a Hermes 900 drone had been destroyed over the Isfahan province. Now, stopping Iran's nuclear program is Washington's endgame. Its military campaign aims to prevent Iran from achieving weapons-ready nuclear stockpile, while airstrikes and long-range attacks can damage facilities. Remember, destroying or even removing Iran's nuclear stockpile would likely require a full-scale ground invasion. Washington's intention of putting boots on ground has been evident, but such an operation would not only face Iran's military fury, its natural defenses as well will be affected. In fact, any ground operation into Iran would have to be highly specific and limited in scope. Otherwise, it could lead to endless deployments with huge costs and limited success, similar to past conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq. So as the clock ticks down on yet another deadline, what is West Asia staring at? Is it heading towards a deal or another deadline, or a much larger and further devastation in this conflict?